Okay, so on this one, how many cubes are there? 15, because there's 9 on the bottom down here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the bottom row, and then there's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 total cubes on there. Now, when I say the front view, what I mean is like this, is looking at it like here. Looking at it like that. So what are you going to see when you look at it from the front like that? Or how many would you see? You'd see 6. It'd be like this. That's what you'd see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. How many blocks are here? 20. Okay, so on this back stack over here, there's 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 there. There's 2 in this one, 2 in this one, 2 in this one, 2 in this one, 3 in this one, 2 in this one, 2 in this one, 1 in this one, 1 in this one. Right? There's 2 here, 2 here, 3 here, 2 here, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. So 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 16, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now if you look at this one from the front right here. Okay, so over here on this side, you look at this side, how many are you going to see in this one? 3. You're going to see 1, 2, and then this one back here also you're going to see, so you're going to see 1, 2, 3. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3 on that one. Okay, and this column right here, how many are you going to see?
2.
Just 2, because there's these 2, and then there's nothing back behind there, so you're going to only see these 2. Then on this one, how many are you going to see?
3.
Obviously, you're going to see 3 on that one. Okay. How many are you going to see on this one? 2. And then you have this one right here also when you're looking from the front. It's just going to be 1. So like this. Okay, on this one, how many are there?
24.
Okay, good, because there's 5 in this stack, all the way down there. There's 4 in this one all the way down. 4 in this one, 3 in this one, 3 in this one, 2 in this one, 2 in this one, 1 in this one. So you have 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 4 is 13, 16. No, wait a second. Oh, yeah, that's right. 5, 9, 13, 16, 19, 20, 22, 24. There's 24 of them. All right, so when you look at this from the front view, how many are you going to see over here on the left-hand side?
3.
You're going to see 3. How many are you going to see in this next one? 4. You're going to see 1, 2, and then 3, 4. How many are you going to see in the next one?
4.
4 in that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then how many in the next one?
5.
5 in that one. That's what it should look like. Okay, so today what we're going to talk about is cross sections. So in a cross section, what it is taking a 3-dimensional figure, a solid, and slicing it, and the 2-dimensional shape that you see where the slice occurred. Like on this one right here, they took a cube, a rectangular prism, and they sliced the corner off. And so right there, okay, good. So in this case, the cross section is a triangle right here. Okay? So that's what a cross section means. Is it's just where the slice happens, what 2-dimensional shape is created there. All right, so on a sphere, if you take a sphere, okay, a ball, and you slice it with the plane somewhere down there, what's going to be the 2-dimensional shape? Okay, on a sphere, it's always just going to be a circle. It doesn't matter where you cut it at. It's going to be a circle. Now, on a cylinder, what could you get when you do a cross-section on a cylinder? Okay, let me drag this up here and let's look. Hang on, let's have to refresh. Okay. Okay, so what's going on here is, right here is the three-dimensional, and this animation moves that around, and over here it shows the actual shape of what's going on here, okay? So what's this shape right here? Circle. So that's definitely one. You can have more than one. So that's going to be one option, is a cross-section of a cylinder could be a circle. So write that one down there. You could have a circle. Okay, now as I move this around, let me change this even a little bit more. Okay, what's that? Okay, and in math we don't call that an oval. We call it an ellipse. It's an ellipse. E-L-L-I-P-S-E. Yes, the word P is very funny. Okay, and then if we do this to it, what's the other? A rectangle. That's just going straight up and down like that. It's just going to make a rectangle. You can get a parabola out of it, I guess. Not going to get, I don't think it's not going to be able to get a triangle out of it. Not going to be able to get a triangle out of it. Okay, so for sure you can get a circle, you can get ellipse, and you can get a rectangle. Okay, now what can you get from a cone? What cross sections can you get from a cone? Alrighty, so what is it right there? Okay, so that's a circle. Actually, I forgot to click this. It'll tell us what it actually is. So we get a circle. Okay, you can get an ellipse. Okay. They call intersecting rays, but yes, obviously, that'd be a triangle. Alrighty. So when you do that, you can get a circle, you can get the ellipse, and you can get a triangle from the cross section on a cone. Okay, so on these down here, it's actually already has the cross section going on. So on this one, what I think they're intending for this is on the cone, is they're talking about at the very, very, very top of that cone. Like at the sharpest point of it. It's not a circle.
It's a dot.
It's a dot, which we call a point. Okay. Now, next one. Now, I'm not talking about the cross section, but what is the three-dimensional shape? What is this whole thing?
A triangular prism.
Okay, it's a pentagonal
Triangular
pyramid. And we're definitely going to talk about the difference between prisms and pyramids through this unit. In fact, we'll talk a whole lot about the difference between those two. But this is a pyramid, one base, triangular faces, and the base is a pentagon. So this is a pentagonal pyramid. Now, in this case, what is the cross section on this one? It's a pentagon. It is a pentagon. Okay, on this one, what's the cross section? The hexagon. Okay, on this one, what's the cross section? Just like we saw a second ago, it's a triangle. Okay. On this one, what's the cross section? Triangle also. This is a triangular prism. Okay, what's the cross section on this triangular prism? A a rectangle. Oh, that didn't show up at all. We're not very good. And then on this one,
Triangle.
okay, good. That is a triangle on that one. All right. So obviously yours is copied in black and white there, so you can look up here and see this better. But I want you to go ahead and answer those four. It's multiple choice. See if you can figure out which one is a cross section on each of those shapes. The last one's definitely the hardest one. Okay, so on the first one, what do you think it is?
C.
I believe it's C. On the second, the next one, the cones. C, unless it's like some kind of an elliptical cone or something. I don't know, but I guess we're just going to assume that it's a standard cone. All right, on this third one,
D.
I think it's this last one because it's symmetrical on A. It's longer this here than it is here. On B, it's the vertical piece is too short, so I think that's the best one. Okay, so this last one.
B.
Okay, I think there's one that's pretty clear that we can throw out.
D.
I think D is pretty easy to throw out.
I can't see it.
Obviously, this one's a little bit difficult because, I mean, it's hard, very hard to tell what's going on the back side over there. If this was where we could spin around and look at it better. Okay, so to me, and I don't have an answer key on this or anything, so I'm just kind of guessing with you, but to me, A looks like the best choice, I think. The reason for it is, I'll tell you two things. Number one, if you think about it, this is cutting all the way from here on the blue, and so we see the whole thing from here to here. And to me, the distance from there to there just is not proportional. There's not enough blue on B, I don't think. And the other thing is if you think about this angle right here, how steep this angle is, I think it matches the steepness of that angle, whereas on C, that angle's not steep enough, or however you want to think about that. But I think A looks like the best choice. But I could be wrong on that.
Is there not an answer?
I don't have an answer key, so we're all just guessing together. But I think A looks like the best. Okay. What we're going to do here is the same kind of stuff we did yesterday. Again, the whole point really and what we're starting off with here is just to get you thinking about these shapes three-dimensionally that are on 2D paper, because we're about to be doing a whole bunch of formulas and stuff starting next day or two, and you need to be able to visualize this stuff. And so that's the reason we're doing this, is just to get your mind in gear of thinking about this. So what we're going to do is we're going to sketch the front view on this stuff today. And so when I'm talking about the front view, I'm talking about like this on all of these and on your assignment. I'm talking about viewing it from that perspective. That's what I mean by the front view. Okay? So on this one, to draw the front view, all right, what I'm going to see is kind of this Z shape or whatever right here, and then this rectangle right here. There's nothing else I'm going to see when I'm looking straight on from here. I won't see this or the top with the hole or any of this. I'm just going to see here and this. So it's going to be something like that. Okay? Go ahead and try to draw the front for the next three there, for 6, 7, and 8. Okay, does anybody want to draw that one?
Oh my God.
Somebody who didn't yesterday.
Monday.
Did you draw one yesterday? Okay. Okay, good. Yep, that's what you would see. All right. Next one. Well, you're finished with this one.
Uh-oh. You know what? Happy little accidents.
Yes, that's right. Only
Happy little accidents.
happy accidents. No mistakes.
No mistakes. Something like that.
Yep, that's pretty good. Sounds good. Thank you, Bob. All right. And don't forget to put the circle in there. Yep, good. Thank you. Good job. Okay, so on the front of the assignment, all you're doing is just telling me what the shape of the cross section is. So that should be very simple. Now, a couple of those are like irregular shapes, like, but basically you're just counting the number of sides on some of those. So that should go very quick. You're just telling me what the cross section shape is there. Then on the back, you're doing like what we did here at the very end, is you're going to sketch what the front view of each one of those would look like. All right?